and I'm gonna put this on my bed and sleep under it tonight. Tala Food Market, you gotta try it. I made that video 1 week ago, and boy, did you guys have a lot to say about it. Matthew, why didn't you show the food? Matthew, why didn't you go inside the market? Well, you know what? Fine, I will. Come on, let's go inside. One quick note, the market has the restaurant inside, but it's also next door to Garden of Eden, which is also a Middle Eastern restaurant. Persian, Syrian, Persian, Syrian. Now, I told you that Tala Food Market was small, and I was not fooling. Look, this is it. But like I said, it has some of the greatest hits. Now, right here is the bakery section. The bakery is called Tati Bakery. Okay, you can see this brand here. Tati Bakery makes some of the finest baklava that you will ever have, and lots of other Persian treats. The owner of Tati Bakery is the brother-in-law of the owners of Tala. I mean, this is everything that you want when it comes to fine Persian sweets. Oh yeah. Okay, now the bakery isn't the only spot in the market that has treats. Guys, if you know Persian ice cream, then you know this brand, Golo Bulbul. That's right, they have Golo Bulbul. Now, the recipe for Golo Bulbul is 2,400 years old because the Persians were making frozen confectionaries, frozen ice cream for a long, long time. Something you know about Middle Eastern ice cream or Near Eastern ice cream is that it almost has like a taffy-like consistency because of the addition of different types of gums. And it's really, really a great mouthfeel, and it doesn't melt as quickly. They have the traditional flavors, rose, and they have saffron and cardamom, and they might even have pistachio. I haven't checked. But Golo Bulbul is probably the most famous brand of ice cream in Iran, and it's amazing. Now, since Persians invented ice cream, or were one of the first cultures to invent ice cream, it makes sense that they invented the ice cream sandwich. And if you're from Los Angeles, you know there are two ice cream shops, Persian ice cream shops, that make really good ice cream sandwiches. The first, of course, is Mashti Malone's. Been there for 1,000,000 years. It's on La Cienega Boulevard between Sunset and Highland. And so Angelinos call a Persian ice cream sandwich a mashti. I want a mashti, let's go for a mashti. Well, then Saffron Rose opened on Westwood Boulevard in Westwood, also a long time ago, 25 years maybe. And they sell, of course, really good ice cream sandwiches. But when you go in there and you say you want a mashti, they will give you the dirtiest look. But guess what, guys? I think, and I think many Angelinos think, that Saffron Rose is the higher quality ice cream. And guess what they have here at Tala Food Market? What? From Saffron Rose in Westwood, right by UCLA, go Bruins, they have the ice cream sandwiches, straight out of LA. Yo, if you're from Los Angeles, if you love Persian ice cream, they have it here. Not just the pistachio, not just the saffron, the cardamom, the rose, they got it all. You gotta come to Tala Food Market if you are an Angelino for real, for real. And check out the prepared food section. They have excellent Persian food just ready to grab and go. Now, these are some of my personal favorites. Okay, so take a look right here. This is Olivier. Olivier is a chicken and potato salad. It is the best of having a chicken salad sandwich and potato salad. It's really, really good. Do not sleep on this, okay? This is the yogurt shallot dip. This is incredible. And of course, it wouldn't be a Persian market without tea for days. Now, in case you've never had Persian tea before, it is Earl Grey, which is regular black tea mixed with oil of bergamot. And you also have cardamom teas. So it really just depends on what you're in the mood for. Now, typically whenever you get Persian tea, it's either served with honey or with rock candy. This one is rock candy with cardamom, and then you have different sizes, different varieties. So when you're drinking the tea, you can either mix the rock candy or this type of sugar into the drink, or you can just put it in your mouth and then drink the tea with it, and that's the traditional way. Okay, so remember how I told you that they have sangak, especially from my favorite brand, Arazi? So here it is. It comes frozen from California. They also have really good lavash. Also very, very well-known brands here, but you don't want to sleep on Arazi Sangak. Both varieties, the plain and the seeded one, it's fantastic. All the rice that you want. Of course, this is long grain basmati rice. Then, of course, you have the famous yogurt drinks. Everyone knows Abali. Everyone knows this brand. And then you have these dates, you have all the nuts, because this is tradition. This is what you get in a Persian market. All right, so if you like fruit roll-ups, then you have to try the original fruit roll-ups or fruit leathers. Okay, they started this tradition thousands of years ago, taking fruit and preserving it in sort of a jerky form, and here it is. And of course, you have all of the spices from the famous brands Sadaf and Gulchin. Everything you want. We have pickles for days. We have olive oils. Then, of course, preserves. And as you know, it really is about sour cherry preserves and sour cherry juices and things like that. And of course, you got to have rose and saffron syrups and waters. There it is. That's it right there. Boom. All right, guys, so now I've shown you the market. Now I'm going to show you the food. Okay, guys, you want to see the food? Well, here it is. Here we have jujie kebab, otherwise known as chicken kebab. There is your kubide. This is probably about 12 inches, more like 13 inches. So it is substantial. Okay, this is a pretty big kubide. Of course, it comes with the grilled tomato, the grilled onions, the grilled pepper, and then extra onions just for fun. And then here it is, in all of its glory. Gourmet sabzi. Look at the chunks of meat. Just look at how much meat you get with this gourmet sabzi. This is incredible. This is home style. This tastes absolutely delicious. Okay, so some of you may not know the final steps of how to eat fine Persian cuisine. Of course, you can eat it any way you like. This is the way I like. What I've done, I've taken the tomato and I've mashed it inside of the rice with some butter, could be margarine. Then we'd have lots and lots of lemon, right? We put lots and lots of lemon. That lemon and also the butter or margarine along with the tomato and the rice gives it such an incredible flavor. And it wouldn't be complete without samag. Now, samag, people look at this, they think, oh, this is chili powder. It's not. Samag in English is called sumac. Sumac is not spicy. Sumac has a lemon flavor to it, but it's almost like a deeper kind of lemon. It's sour. It's a very bright flavor. It doesn't have like any nastiness to it, like a seed type of flavor. Sumac or samag goes perfectly with fine Persian cuisine. People asked in the comments, is Persian food spicy? It is not spicy. It is all savory and delicious and sometimes sour. If you take that chili and you have the chili, that's not really a spicy chili, but if you want to mix it in to give a little kick, there you go, but it's not spicier than black pepper. It doesn't taste like jalapeno or anything like that, or any type of spice flavors that you would recognize. Persian food is savory, and then sometimes you have sweet and sometimes you have sour flavors. But this is the way I like it. Tell me how you like it. Okay, now time for the first bite. Of course, I gotta go for the gourmet sabzi. Cheers. Man, like I said, better than Westwood. It's really, really good. The thing about gourmet sapsi, it's an interesting stew because there's something to it. There's a little, it always has like a little funk to it. I'm not sure why that is, but it's very herbaceous, of course. It has that deep, rich, beefy flavor. And but there's all that weird back flavor to it, but you get addicted to it. Really the best one I've ever had. Now, pardon me. Some of you have asked, is the restaurant halal? The restaurant is not halal. There's no halal certification. I checked with the owner. The chicken, however, is halal. The beef is not halal. Many of the items I showed you in the prepared food case, they are halal. So there are halal items here, just like you would find halal items in a regular supermarket or kosher items in a regular supermarket, but the restaurant is not certified halal. But most of the restaurants that in LA that we love, they're not halal either, but they have halal products. So, hey guys, it's just like LA. Oh, Kubide time. Oh man. Yes. So, how do you end a great Persian meal? Always the same way, with beautiful Persian tea, and look at these incredible sweets from Tati Bakery. Wow, this is heaven. Personally, I'm more of a simple man. For me, the best way to end a Persian meal is with a date and some tea. Beautiful. These dates, by the way, are better than the ones at Trader Joe's. They're better than the ones at Sprouts. These dates are fantastic. Just a date with a glass of tea. It's perfection. 2507 East Bell Road, Tala Food Market. Now will you guys leave me alone?